We are live. Heyo. How's everybody doing this fine evening? So it's just gonna be me. Every Wednesday it's just gonna be, our time, if you will. Mitchell wasn't able to do his solo streams earlier this week, but he hopes to get that back up and running here soon. Life has a way of catching up with you, you know what I mean? So, keeping busy. And, oh boy, am I a bit tired. If anything, believe that I'm a bit tired. But, that being said, back into the development of this. So, we'll go ahead and transition over here. Let's see. For the sake of having some music and whatnot in the background, let's go ahead and get this started up. Alright, so when we last left off, last stream, we had gotten more progress in. I did a lot more talking. Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, it is a fairly nice couch. Usually when Mitchell's here, can't quite see the couch as much, if you will. But yeah, it's comfortable, man. It's comfortable. Having no complaints on my end. But yeah, so last time, what do you call them? We worked on Dungeon 1 some more, but I got distracted last time, and I'll try to stay on topic this time. Last time I got to talking a lot about just game dev theory, if you will, which is great for the people that like to listen to that, but I made very little progress on the actual dungeon and stuff itself, which people, either like or dislike. I don't know. Hard to tell. but yeah. So last time, like I said, Dungeon 1. We worked on that more. I've since completed that. Mobs. I finished up a few new mobs. I need to work on some more, but that'll come. Simulating the economy with some. Let me some game dev theory. Oh, really? Nice. Game dev was something that I used to really, like, I was way into, like, game development when I was younger. Granted, it didn't come to much, but, when I have my spare time, sort of hobby, if you will, sort of get into some dev stuff, but, yeah, stimulating economy, yeah. Tells you which spaces have. Gotcha. Oh yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, any kind of game dev and stuff, and I don't have last stream on YouTube yet, but I delve into, well, more specifically Zelda, just because I love the Zelda franchise in general, but definitely went into detail about sort of the NES's sort of game dev and sort of the strategies employed and things like that. I drew up a quick map of how I want to develop this. So this makes no sense to anybody that didn't hop on last stream. So more or less, the original NES, you had your 8 different Triforce shards. By the end of Dungeon 1, which is where the player actually starts at, you'll have acquired 1. And then each of the other ones are distributed across a couple of different geographical locations, more or less. That's the sort of gist that we're going for with this particular setup. Currently taking computer science degree. Nice. So how far along are you in that? Like, you getting pretty close to finishing that up, or just starting into it? Just out of curiosity? If I don't end up doing game dev anyways for some reason. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, especially in today's economy, you can essentially take anything either tech related or just science related, and you can run with it. Like, yeah, it's pretty great. And like I said, go for I mean, if you want to go for game dev, I mean, go for it, man. Like, it's awesome. Hey, Jack, welcome back. Yeah, dev stream, man. Yeah, I had one last Wednesday, but wasn't so much dev as it was just just sort of game theory, if you will. Not game theory as in game theory, but like game dev theory, if you will. So, but yeah, we had a lot of fun last time. Looking forward to getting some more stuff done this time. But anyway, so yeah, last stream's goals, more or less are complete at this point. This stream's goals, oh, what do you call them? I need to go. Where's that? Here we go. Here. Oh, yes. Alright, so this stream's goals are to... town. This stream's goals are going to be playtest the entirety of Dungeon 1. So playtest the entirety of Dungeon 1, which we have here. And then finish building the town of Bomb. Which, for those of you who don't know, that is German for tree. Because this particular town is going to be surrounded by forests. So, I don't know. It's a working title. I might come up with something else, and something else that's funnier. But, in the meantime, that's going to be what's going to be a working title, if you will. 1 year into it. Okay, nice. So, yeah, Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I mean, it's definitely worth, like, yeah, definitely keep at it, man. Like, you got it. Coop, a couch between games. Yeah, so that's the working title for the game right now is The Legend of Coop, a couch between well, a couch to the gaming. Yeah, it should be a couch between games. I need to update my save file because yeah. But yeah, it's actually I'm really looking forward to it. Once we actually finish. No, Yeftu. Oh, don't you worry. Yeftu's gonna show up. So, going back to the layout design I want to go with. So, we are currently here. We're here in the forest region. There's going to be one other dungeon here. But then the giant, like basically the city, that's going to be centermost in between all of the different geographical locations. That is going to be the town of Yeftu. Yeah, so Yeftu is indeed, Yeftu's going to be here at town, at the major hub. Yes, fellow MS Paint user. Yeah, so this diagram would make more sense if you were here last time, but yeah, more or less, you have 8 different Triforce pieces. 2 pieces are found in each of the different geographical locations, all which connect to this central hub, which will be the town of Yeftu. So the town of Yeftu will act as the hub, if you will, sort of where all of your shops and everything are at. Could call it. Then middle of the town, it's a big bomb stuck in a redwood. Yeah, we could do something like that. Yeah. Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like I haven't quite figured out what I want to do with the town yet. I can literally shift over there now. Right now, I mean, I've basically just made the space, and then I haven't actually filled it with anything yet. One thing that I am going to do, there's going to be a extra sort of challenge dungeon here that you can unlock a new ability in, and it's optional. Stimulating the economy is hard work. I give up. Yeah, I was going to say only so much we singular peoples are able to do. It's not easy when all shops under the Yeftu mega corporation. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Yeftu is definitely going to be prominent in the economy in this particular world. But oh, what do you call them? But yeah, there's gonna basically be an optional dungeon down here that you'll have the ability to unlock a new some new stuff that help you in combat, but is not required to complete the game, essentially. And I want to have each Yeftu. Yeah, Yeftu's great, man. hey, check out Yeftu's store right now and use the CoopCouch Gaming coupon code for 20% off of your purchase, and then Fridays it's 30% off. So, hey. Yeah, come and buy all of the all of the great and affordable products. Oh, goodness. But, great value. Oh, indeed. Where else can you buy a potentially cursed baby chicken toy at a fair price? Nice. Finally got off Skyward Sword. Yeah. Goodness. Yeah, I played Skyward Sword. Well, I played it back on the Wii U. And the Wii U as a console was good, but kind of weird. It was a weird one, I will admit. And Skyward Sword... Oh, no, let me think. No, I played Breath of the Wild on the Wii U. No, I played Skyward Sword on the Wii, on the original Wii. Problem with cursed chicken toys is that they're always super expensive. Good to see some... I know, right? Honestly, it's hard to find a quality product nowadays that isn't being sold at auction for $100,000 or whatever some of these old video game cartridges are selling at. It's like, goodness, what the one Mario one sold for, literally sold for 1.5 million or something. Am I remembering that right? Hold up. You've got... See, this is the problem with me. I get sidetracked so easily. 1.3. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, man, oof. I mean, I get some of the value, but also, I don't got the money for that. How, I would love to own something like that, but oh boy. At the same time, I don't have the kind of money to throw into a $1.3 million video game. It's like, oof. But yeah, so, why don't we start out, well, first of all, I need to go find our map. So we're going to, this is where you come out after you complete the first dungeon. So we need to add, oh no, it's obsolete, it still works though, we still need it. We'll throw you there, And Mario 64 box, it'll cost me €40 last year. Yeah, I mean, now I was going to say at the local game store that we go to, they have a boxed copy of the gold cartridge NES Legend of Zelda. That's pretty cool. They have it, up on the shelf and behind everything, and it's it's so cool. It's I still have my old cartridge, but of course it's used, and the battery's basically shot. The game doesn't save anymore, which kind of stinks, but, sometimes you just gotta one-shot a few-hour experience. But, alright, so this should work. This should work as what it needs to do. As a box sealed N64. He refuses to sell it. Here I was waiting for games to get discounted under 40 bucks. I was going to say, honestly, when it comes to games, I generally don't buy a bunch of new games, to be honest. A lot of the games I get are older titles or used titles. So, for example, Skyrim VR. I'd let a friend of mine borrow my copy of Skyrim VR. When I say borrow, I mean he has had it for about 2.5 years now. And I have no idea where the guy went, so... But I was able to pick up a used copy of it for like $12 online, and it's I want to get back into that. I was craving it too. I was craving to play Skyrim VR again, because I didn't even really get to play it all that much. I'm honestly kind of debating whether I want to do that as just a personal thing, or maybe even do a YouTube exclusive, just classic YouTube gaming, if you will, where it's sort of this episodic thing. You know, and basically just be the main quest. I wouldn't want to sink the next 2+ years into just completing Skyrim, which is something I could definitely do. But I don't think I'm quite ready to commit to that. Ah, jeez, yeah. Yeah, 290. Oof. That will do it. That will do it. Goodness. Yeah, that's rough, man. Like, yeah, let's see. Side warp. We want. Oh, and I already forgot. 72. Side. Yeah, because this should work. Trigger A. We want. We just want an instant warp. Yeah, that'll work. We want boom. Yeah, $342 US. Yeah. Borrowed my teacher's copy of Morrowind, and we both forgot about it. It's been 8-ish years. Yeah, it do sometimes be like that. It do be like that. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I'm trying to think, like... I'm trying to think of an example where I did something similar. So I know it's absolutely happened before that I borrowed something. Like, I'm sure... You know what? Actually, you know what? There was a book that I borrowed from a friend. I can't remember which one. But I remember, like, seeing it again. And it was, like, boxed with some of my other stuff. And I was like, oh. I guess this book is mine now. Because that person is A, somewhere completely different. And I have no idea where. And B, I don't even know how I would reach out to him. Now, honestly. So it's kind of like... It's like, I have no idea. Borrowed my friend's Super Mario Party cartridge a couple days after launch. Nice, yeah. Yep, that'll do it. Alright, well, you know what? Dungeon 1 should be ready to playtest now, 100%. Which means... Why don't we give this a shot? Then once we playtest this, we can get into developing the town. Yeah, we'll get into developing the town after we playtest this one. Reset. Let's see. Boop, boop. My friends, like 3, not like Mario Party. This, yeah, I don't know. Like, I haven't played a Mario Party since, like, which number would it have been for the Wii U? Like, I played the one that was the Wii U era one, and then that's kind of where I've like checked out when it comes to Mario Party. People are mad. Gotcha. Was it just like... I know that in some of the newer Mario parties, they make it almost like a team thing, where it's like everybody's like basically in the same space almost, like, or something. Or maybe that's just a game mode. Like, I don't remember. There was like some complaints about how it, what do you call them? Oh, what did I hit you? Oh, I forgot I gave myself the sword to start out, for the sake of making it easy to test. Yeah, I don't know when it comes to Mario Party. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Ah, I should be paying a little more attention. Eee, walked right into him. But, yeah, yeah, I was going to say, I don't remember, which one would it have been for the Wii U? Would that have been 8? No. Maybe. Oh, I got hit by the bed. My bad. No, that would have been 10. Yeah, the one for the Wii U was Mario Party 10. Yeah, it was 10 on the Wii U. Yep. Oh yeah, yeah, the Mitchell sound effect. Yeah, it's pretty great. Now I want to change a bunch of the different sound effects to, yes, cook up the mimic. Delicious mimic juice. Get him! Get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, no, get back. There you go. Get back. Yeah, the damage hit sound effect. Yeah, hold up. I'll stay silent for a second. Yeah. Yeah, that's Mitchell's, I literally just clipped his bit from, the sewer dog scene and just used it as an audio bit and then converted it into, like, a low quality, like, NES, style, sound bit. Yeah, man. Yeah, more or less, I basically just took, yeah, I just took Mitchell's sound bit and then just, like, put it over, Link's sound effect. Ooh, excuse me. Cook. Ah, yes, the Gibdo. The Gibdo does not like fire. Good time. Yeah. But, no, Mitchell's the other member of CoopCouchGaming, not to be confused with Foot Mitchell, as is his persona. Foot Mitchell. It's an ongoing gag, the whole Foot Mitchell thing, but no, Mitchell's Mitchell's the other member of CoopCouchGaming, and what do you call him? Yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I don't know. I don't know what else I was trying to say. But yeah, we do our together stream. We do our stream together every Friday. That's like our main together stream. That being said, we'll sometimes pop in on the solo stuff. Well, this in particular, I'm basically building this for him. So I don't necessarily want him to get too spoiled when it comes to this. That being said, I don't know. It's okay if he sees a little bit, but I don't want to spoil too much. I've never forgiven Billy Mitchell, not since Donkey King. But since he did too. Apollo Legend. Gotcha. Yeah, let's see. Ooh. Watch out for the little main. Ooh, little fire main. Alright, we got it. Oh. Alright, get the money. See, now if we wanted to, so there's a secret little bit if you continue up this way. However, for the sake of playtesting this proceeding up this way is supposed to basically be impossible to survive. It's possible though, especially like later on. You'll see, and I'll actually do it later. But for now, we're just going to like progress through the dungeon as it was meant to be approached, like from the first time trying it perspective. Get some stuff. He laughed when he found out Apollo was dead. That'd do it. That will do it. Let's see. Don't need to kill these guys, but we will anyway. Now this room here, again, is sort of an optional room, but stop hitting me, no! Get the money. Come over here, Mr. Tectite. I cannot hit you when you are that far away. Alright, there we go. Oh, and they give me the clock as soon as I kill all the stuff. But yeah, you can see on the map there, so that whole bit with the moving sand, that's actually not shown on the map. And that's intentional because it's supposed to be like an optional thing. And not the clear path that you're like supposed to take, in theory. I mean, you can, and it actually does bypass a bunch of the dungeon, but that can also be detrimental because there's stuff that you probably want to get in the rest of the dungeon. Get all of these little guys because they drop all the hearts, but are also a pain because there's a bazillion of them! Ow, I just blew myself up. That's the other thing, and that's the thing with these. These are good because they do give you a bunch of parts, but when they hit you and make contact, you lose control of your character for a temporary amount of time. Which essentially means you might accidentally blow yourself up in the process and waste a bunch of stuff. AKA, I've lost 2 bombs because it just made me do it. Yeah. It's like, it's not just that it takes control of your character. It, like, literally, like, it switches your items, it uses items, like, all kinds of stuff. Get him, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Oh, get him, get him. Come up! Get him, get him, get him. Ouch, that was my fault. Ha, give me the money. Alright. You can just basically walk this guy. And this is a push block. Go ahead and come up here. Mr. Man, he gives us probably the most useful item that this dungeon holds is ye old throwing knives, because that's a staple of the CoopCouchGaming community. You can't have a game like this without having throwing knives. Come on, get him, get him, get him, get him, get him. Okay. Ow. No, I'm gonna have to try to get some parts back in the game. No, no, stop, stop, stop. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. Okay. The part of many a clutch play. Indeed! Yeah, that has proven effective against bosses, normal enemies, and invaders, so you know what? we'll keep up the throwing knife tradition of them being. Stop hitting me! Okay. But yeah, these guys here are basically either very good or very bad, depending on how they take control of you. Like, I wasted a bunch of bombs, which stinks, but at the same time, I did get some money out of it. But also, let's see. Some of this I just knew to do just because I forgot. Yeah, these guys are small. Oh, get him. Alright, get him. Get him. No. Oh, you had to do it. These guys here are actually immune to throwing knives. That's like their one, like, bit. You have to fight them in fair combat. There we go. There we go. So this room here. Oh, let's deal with Mr. Flamey Man. No, I didn't want you to hit me. No, stop. Ha, get knife. Okay, there we go. Knife. The statue here. Oh, what can we do with this? Throw a knife at it. And it gives us some rubies. And now we actually have enough rupees. If we go back to the other area, get rid of these little mains. Get out of here. I'll just drop down the pit because it's quicker. But we have plenty of rupees. We can buy ourselves a heart because of course we would. But the gist is, by the end of this dungeon, you should theoretically. By rupees, you mean souls, right? You know, I was actually half tempted to, what do you call them? I was actually half tempted to, like, change the rupees, and I still might. Like, there's a bunch of stuff I want to do as far as, like, customizing this. I mean, one being, like, the intro, like, you know, the intro card, if you will. Like, I want to customize that to be, like, this game specific. And also, what do you call them? I mean, the music already more or less is. I need to change the death music still. That's still like classic Zelda, but that's something I do want to change. That shouldn't be too hard to implement. Custom title screen. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I'm working on some stuff. It's taking a little bit of. Ooh, give me your rupees. It's taking a little bit of time, but it is coming together. Let's see. We already have. Ooh, damn. Ah, damn. Go away. Ooh, not me. We already have the key. Just need to go away. No. No. Yeah, we already have the key for this. So this room here is a bit of a tricky one, but you could basically just spam this room for the most part and survive. Here. But with the throwing knives, they share similar properties to the boomerangs, but they are treated like arrows for the sake of they take a rupee whenever you throw one. But they guarantee to do damage, unlike the boomerang. The boomerang only damages certain things. The throwing knives actually deal damage to pretty much most enemy types. Price to pay for a sick play. Indeed, indeed. Oh yeah, it comes with its price, but yeah. It basically gives you the ability to, like, throw multiple angles. Get the bat! It allows you to basically have the sword throw whenever you want, but also in different directions. Plus, it also still stuns stuff like the boomerang does. So, while it is costly, it can come in handy. Ooh, speaking of which, I almost got killed by Gibdo. Yeah, and especially against the Dark Nuts, since they are affected by the Ooh! No. No. Oh! Since they're affected by the boomerang, you can stun them too. No. No, no! Okay. All I need to do is get the blue one, because the blue one's the leader for this room. So if you take him out, then all of them are dead. There we go. Rupee. Rupee. Costly, but very effective. Much like throwing knives in the hand of a master. And indeed, Mr. Coop here. That's what we're going to call this little man. Coop. Yeah, Coop here is indeed a master of his craft. Unlike these guys. What do these guys got? They've got throwing knives. Oh, I forgot. I need to change their properties so their weapons don't come back to them. Yes, Sir Coopin. We'll fix this pattern, get ourselves the boss key, and we will proceed onward. This room here, I wanted it to be like a trick room, more or less. Not push. Oh, I'm not pushing. Oh, I don't care. This room here is basically a trick room. This room serves no purpose other than to want the player to, like, mess around and make no progress. This room literally serves no purpose. And I think everything should reset as soon as, yeah, it all resets as soon as you leave. So this room here serves literally no purpose. And that's exactly how I want it. Because, you know, it's like, you know, the player might think, oh, I'm supposed to make some kind of pattern. It's like, no, just a useless room with pushable blocks. There's nothing in here. Is that true? Or did I forget to save something? Oh, you guys didn't spawn in. Oh, I know why. I need to put flags for those. That's okay, that's okay. That's an easy fix. Yeah, I won't worry about that now. But what's more fun than pushing rocks? Indeed, indeed. It's a proven strategy for having fun. So that hole there, you don't want to fall in there. If you do, then you're back to square one. It's easy to avoid as long as you don't get hit by the bats. So that's sort of a non-issue one. These are some just more normal dudes. Normal shield to deal with these pretty easy. Ow. Unless I just turn around as soon as he throws. Oh, and then I let him walk into me. No! That's okay, because... That's okay, because... we are back here and we still have all of our stuff, so it's fine. I could theoretically make this a... Wait, did you just have a pyromancy flame? Wait, oh, did I just have a pyromancy flame? Oh! Yeah, so the candle. Yeah, you can use the candle, and when you use the candle, it creates fire. I actually was debating on changing it from a candle to something like that. because I also want to create some actual like spells that the player can use, which I think would be kind of cool. Like maybe, like for example, you could do like a spinning thing of fire or something around you, like almost like an extra shield or something. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a pyro flame. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, it's a pyro flame. But no, I want to implement some other cool like abilities and stuff, and like that's what the optional dungeon in town that I'm gonna have is gonna basically be. Is like you can beat some challenges and then unlock new abilities. So you know, like I said, you'd be able to maybe like have a defensive thing of fire surrounding you. Boulder Eve. If only. I am curious what I can implement, because I mean, you know, you could basically script whatever you want for this, honestly. So I wouldn't be surprised if given enough time I could create something akin to Boulder Heave. I mean, you figure actually we already have, well, we have boulder animations already, like in game. You know, like the falling boulders, you know, so we wouldn't have to actually design anything new. We just have to come up with a way to actually make that as a player ability. Because usually when it comes to like stuff like that, it's environmental and it only affects lane. But if we can get it set up, I wish pushed it. I know. Like, honestly, this has been fun getting to sort of, like, see what I can do with this. Because, like, there's a bunch of stuff you can do with this, honestly. Like, got him. Don't hit me! Okay. Get out of the way. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff that you could theoretically do, just given the knowledge and sort of the time to put it together. And, I mean, you know, you figure this is Dungeon 1. And it's, I don't know, I would like to think it's a fairly fleshed out dungeon. As far as like typical Zelda goes. You know what I mean? And the other thing is with Dungeon 1, I wanted to basically push a bunch of different themes so that the player would know sort of going into the game what they can maybe expect later on. So the way that I'd like to sort of put it is this whole like first dungeon is basically a mini dungeon focusing on, or it's a mini dungeon that sort of puts the ideas of some of the bigger dungeons into like a condensed form. So you literally have like stuff like this, for example, you know, sort of the moving rooms. Like that's going to be a big one for the dungeon, like the dungeon that's in the desert. That's going to be huge, like a huge component. You know, your water stuff, there's going to be basically a water level that the player will have to go through. So I feel like stuff like that, I basically wanted to build a mini dungeon of all the things the player will run into later, if that makes sense. So, what do you call them? So I would like to think that I've done that pretty well. But, I mean, I guess we'll see. I mean, so far, what, I've died once on this attempt? Well, no, twice. Yeah, twice on this attempt. Because I got killed by the Dark Nut, because I was distracted, and then oh, my bad, I did not mean to walk in that. I need to fix that, too. I want to have an actual fall animation. Right now, it's basically just like you touch the pit and you just, you know, it goes straight to it. Like I want to actually have like an animation for that. But all in due time. That's pretty low as far as the priorities, I would say. But I think it would be pretty cool if we could implement that. That's the thing, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to implement, but sort of taking it in stages of importance, you know. I think it'd be better to like get like the majority of stuff fleshed out and then go back and like clean up, as opposed to like trying to make every single thing perfect right from the start. Yeah, in due time. Yeah, like, yeah, and like I said, like, you know, it's also a thing of like, I want like, I originally wanted to go into it with the mindset of, like, oh, it's... Ouch. I wanted to go into the mindset of it, of, like, oh, well, I just want to make a game that Mitchell will get angry at. Almost like a rage game, but, eh. But, then I decided, like, why am I going to do that when I can just make an actually good gameplay experience, if that makes sense? Yeah, I'm gonna say we shouldn't be able to get that a second time. It's a one-time event. Yeah, that's the thing. I originally wanted to make a rage game, but then I thought, like, I kind of want to make it, like, still a legitimate experience. Like, it's easy to make a game that's rage-inducing, but it's difficult to make a game that can pull that off while also still being fun. And I feel like Dark Souls is a game like that. You know what I mean? It's like, you could get angry at Dark Souls, but you still enjoy playing it, even when you do get angry at it, if that makes sense. Like, you know, it's a legitimate game experience, as opposed to, like, just the random... I mean, you take games like the world's hardest game or whatever. Like, objectively, it's the hardest game in the world, right? But at the same time, it doesn't necessarily make it a fun game. Whereas you take a game like Dark Souls... yeah, why make a rage game when you can make a game? Yeah, why make a rage game when you can make a game that's fun but still difficult? And that's kind of what I want to do, is more or less, is like, oh, yeah, those little guys, you know, the original Zelda, they are nasty because they make it where you can't use your weapon. Ouch, ouch, oh. And the other thing is, like, I have that in here just for the purpose of hitting Link and knocking him into the gravestones. But yeah, like, you know, like, I got to thinking about it, and it's like, well, why don't we just, like, make an actually fun game? Like, oops, as I walk into the man and almost get killed. This is why we need throwing knives. No, you don't. You can't go anywhere. Oh, I forgot. Yeah, this guy's guarding on his back. Mr. Difficult Gibdo. So, this is a new item, actually. It gives Link a passive regen effect. Ooh, forgot about you. From rage game to well designed, but challenging. Exactly, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, ow, no you don't. If you grab me, I'll go back to the dungeon cell at the start. I don't want that. But yeah. It's definitely going to be a challenging game, especially if like he wasn't expecting it to be a challenging game. Ooh, snakes, more like. Oh goodness, but. Let's see if we can just camp these guys and get some parts back. There we go. Got it. Oh, garbage. Thought they already split. Nope. Okay, I'm full. Alright, so I'm going to take the secret route that connects this place here with up here. Because that actually does connect. But there's a secret little bit if you actually take this route. And it's a lot easier to go down because you're so much faster than if you try to climb up. But yeah, the delicious big shield. Also in the room, if you are aware of the original NES title. A shortcut that is almost guaranteed death if you try to actually climb it. But going back the other way, it's absolutely a shortcut. But yeah, so this is a room, you get the big shield, which is great for the player. Also, if the player does not know about the old likes in here, they might pick the shield up and then immediately get grabbed and the shield's eaten. That would be extremely unfortunate and infuriating, but something I absolutely want to leave as a thing. Like, legit, they could just pick up the nice big shield that blocks fire and a bunch of other magic stuff, but then immediately lose it. And, like, not even be able to get one back, like, in the dungeon. Like, it's not coming back this dungeon. Ah, run! Ah, run lane! No! No, Coop! Run! Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Oh! No, I'm falling! And devilish. Yes, indeed, indeed. Like, that's the thing, I still want to make it like I still want to have my troll moments in this. Like, I want to still have moments that are infuriating. Such as literally getting a better shield and then immediately losing it. Not to mention the mimics. If you get eaten by a mimic, the mimic has the same effect that the like does. The mimic will also eat your shield. So if you open a chest that's the wrong chest, then you've also effectively lost your shield. a little bit ragey, but such is the nature of the game. Ow, I thought I had my throwing knife. No. Oh, I bet, I don't know, I probably switched. I probably did a goof. See. I did a goof. Alright. Boss time. Boss time. Oh. Hello, no boss. A whole lot of, nothing going on in here. Okay. I'll have to look back and see why that happened. Where is the dragon? Where he at? Where is the dragon? Okay, so I'll have to fix that. Oh, another rage bit. So, you know, you could get the Triforce right now, but a player might think, oh, look at this. Look at this, bush over here. There's something different about it. I wonder. Fire! And then the player might hear the secret tone activate, right? They'll think, oh, cool, I found a hidden thing! And then they could potentially try to open it and immediately get grabbed by the mimic. So, they think that the secret's gonna be something great, but then it turns out to be a mimic. Oh, goodness. That being said, mimics do have a chance to get a lot of money. So that is one benefit to mimics. But, but yeah, the player could, like, legit just, accidentally secret their way into getting caught by a mimic and losing their shield. Which effectively is what I have. My shield is gone. Yeah, I know, this is some game design, dude. Like, this is pure good game design. Alright, got ourselves a Triforce. Let's see if the transition works. It should. It does, cool. Alright, and now we're back, and now we're in the, the first town, which we still need to develop. But is overall, let me make sure the walls work. Okay, they do. Okay, cool, cool. Alright, I'm gonna have to, alright, so I thought Dungeon 1 was done, but having playtested it, there's a couple of minor changes. So first and foremost, I need to identify where this room, the boss room, went wrong. Because in theory, we should have, yeah, first enemy acts as the ringleader, dungeon boss, don't return. Okay, so it might be I accidentally set one of these other rooms to be considered a boss room by mistake. Oh, you know what, I bet. Did I forget to change something here, maybe? First is ringleader. Let's see, it's definitely not this room, because we got attacked multiple times there. A lively looking town of just a wall. Yep. Alright, well, let's see. Where would that room potentially be? Let me think. Yeah, okay, save. So we need to find the room. Because usually if the boss doesn't spawn, it's because... Ah! There it is. I had the Tektite room set as a boss room for some reason. Because I do dumb stuff like that, I suppose. So now... Just to do... Oh, come on. Saving quest. Saved. Okay. So, now what we can do... We'll have to restart. Go into it. Load. Okay. Alright, what we want to do, so we can just get there nice and quick. I'm going to go ahead and cheat because I just want to play test and get me back there quickly. Alright. Link should be far faster than he was before. Oh, get out of here, old man. Oh, get out of here, old man. The future is now, old man. Alright, let's just clean sweep all of these guys. There we go. Okay. So now it's working like it's supposed to. Good, good, good. Perfect, perfect. We'll go ahead and set this off as well. This boss fight will be made considerably easier if the player got the shield. That being said, it's definitely not impossible if you don't have the special shield, but definitely easier. You've got little teleporty dudes, Mr. Man here. I'm about to die. Oh, I walked into him. Ah! That's also at 3 hearts and no throwing knives. The throwing knives would make the wizard guys so much easier because it keeps them stationary, so you can hit them. But now that we know that that works a-okay, what we can do now... I mean, honestly, the rest of the dungeon felt like it worked the way it was supposed to. Oh, this room here, though. Why did this not work? I might have to specify... Yeah, I'm gonna have to specify these ones. Kind of hoping to make these fairly random, though. Wonder if there's a way to do that. Well, you know what? In the meantime, why don't we just do this bit here, here, there, and here. And if this is working how I'm meant to do here, so do is here, and here. Don't know if that's what the game wants me to do, but I'm assuming that that's probably the flags I need to enable for those guys to spawn the way that they're supposed to. We'll restart. And I'm hoping that Mitchell hasn't been spoiled too much yet. I mean, the saved stream, of course, that's going to end up on YouTube at some point. Granted, I ain't down here. Fire. Oh, goodness. But, what do you call them? But even if he did end up finding out more about it than I initially sort of aimed for him to, it would still, like, the difficulty's still one and the same, right? Like, it's not like the difficulties, oh jeez. Not quite what I was aiming for. Not quite what I was aiming for, to be honest, but it does at least answer something for me. Okay, so, that being said, I don't need any of the... That don't look right! So, that does mean I don't need any of those. And as far as flags go, Oh no. No! Why did you do that, game? Why did you do this to us? But, that being said, we at least know what we need to do to make that theory work. Camouflage, traps, horizontal consonant. Oh goodness. Wow, one of these, one of these. Wow, one of these, one of these. I wanted 8 in this room total. That being said, now that I know that that's the way that this works, let me do it like this. You can even toss in a couple extra little bits there. There we go. That should work just swell. Saving quest. Save faster! Let's see. Yeah, and to reiterate, this, me doing this isn't necessarily meant to be so much entertaining as it is almost like podcasty sort of, I don't know, I wouldn't necessarily say instructional because of how many mistakes I've already made, but, it's meant to be more of a casual sort of thing as opposed to me just, cracking jokes, as we usually would, you know what I mean? So if that's your deal, then, hey, you know, definitely cool, but, sorry if it's not quite as directly entertaining as our usual content. As I get beaten up, why, I should really just, it's entertaining and all. Yeah, I mean, you know, it's, I don't know, this is really just an excuse for me to actually take the time to work on this. Because, oh boy, do I just get caught up in everything and just don't work on this like I probably should be. That being said, the best of videos, that's another thing I need to do more of. Okay, they work a little chaotic. Excuses are useful. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, like, I need to, I do need to work on it more though, honestly. Cause like, those have been actually really fun, like I mean, what I've worked on them so far have been really fun putting those together. But, it's just, yeah, just taking the time to do it. Oh yeah. Yeah, for sure, and okay, so this room is basically guaranteed death, which is what we don't want. I was thinking that these operated... I was thinking that those operated more consistently, but they're like all over the place. I don't know, that's not what I want to use. Like at all. That's definitely not what I want. Yeah, I was thinking that they would just go back and forth, but not the case. So instead, what we can do... you know what I could do? Actually, let's set up something temporary so that I can know what I want to build here. I want these two, and this. Well, maybe. Or not. No. I want those two there to be safe. Ooh, that's not what I want. I want those two there to be safe spots. And then the rest of this horizontal line of sight. Okay, so that's horizontals. Now we want vertical. or horizontal. No, that's vertical and then horizontal. I do that backwards. 32. Oh, I did it backwards, I bet. No. That's okay. Easy fix, easy fix. Oh, until it saves. No. Here we go. You know what? Or to make this more chaotic, we could do 4 ways. We do 4 ways here, across here, down through here, just like so. And that would, ooh, that would be mean, but definitely doable. Because that would mean those 2 spaces right here in the center are the only safe spots. So as long, in theory, oh yeah, no problem. Yeah, no problem, man. And even then, like, I wasn't planning on streaming too awful long. I mean, I have 2 hours down on the slot, but you know, I wasn't planning on streaming too awful long. Work has me a bit tired, and I need the sleeps, and I would like to get that. So I'll probably be wrapping up around 10 o'clock. Plus, that's when roughly Mitchell gets home too. So don't want him to get spoiled too much when he gets back. So I'll be finishing up by before then. So, but yeah, if you wanted to sort of listen in, podcast for a little bit, and podcast style it, then go right ahead. If not, then hey, YouTube's always a thing. So it'll be up on there eventually too. So yep, feel free to hop on by. Okay, so this room is our trap room now, and it should work just fine and dandy. Let's see, we'll do one final test to make sure that that works, but the rest of the dungeon now works fine. Which means, once this part of the dungeon, once we know it works fine, we can go and build ourselves a town. Yo, town. What with the town happenings and such. Get out of here on my. Oh wait. Yeah. As far as what I want to do with the first town. Ooh, perfect. Okay, so let's turn all the no. Come on back. Okay, there we go. Quick movement off. Here. Okay. So, while this looks extremely intimidating, we might have to. Okay, so we're gonna have to only do horizontal for those couple, because that's actually going to be impossible to do if you try to run through this. Yeah. Okay. So the rest of them are perfectly fine. The others, we'll just have to turn horizontal so that it's not impossible to get through without taking damage. Because that is actually frustrating. Games that require you to take damage to progress are kind of annoying. Alright, so we want horizontal. No, that was horizontal constant. We want horizontal line of sight. There we go. Okay, so now that room's done. The rest of our rooms should be good. This warps us to where we need to be once we do complete this. Save and quest. Alright. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to go and actually work on the town now. Playtest, I'll call the playtest of the dungeon complete. Yeah, that we will call absolutely complete for now. You can start from the beginning, progress, defeat the boss, and show up outside in Yon Forest. So I think that is Nice and good. Let's see. For the sake of this, we'll go ahead and make sure that our background stuff is still filled out. Because otherwise you'll have a little bit of bleed from the next screen. So just want to make sure that we don't have too much of that going on, because that's annoying and nobody likes it. Let's go ahead and toss it all over here. And this here should already be basically filled out. Yep. Sure is enough. Sure is enough. Yep. Good. 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 This here actually should be. Should have. No. There. This here we should actually have continue on acting like a tower. We want. Oh, there we go. Do the same for the other side. Make sure our turret looks nice. And there we go. Call the wall complete now. There's some more. There we go. That's the other thing that's been interesting working with this program, is just because, like, how limiting the color palette is, while at the same time offering a lot of flexibility. So to give an example, we'll go and look at the graphics tile. Okay, we'll look at Mr. Man here. So there's a couple different color palettes that you can work with, more or less, in the default NES. You know, some granted look better than others. You know, but it's basically, you know, this character model here, for example, Mr. Man here. You can really only use these colors as part of your color palette. So you kind of are limited to like what you can do with the colors and the characters and stuff. Like the little flamey character that I made, I had to find a palette that looked good. Honestly, I will probably do a higher level version of flamey and use this color palette, because that looks pretty cool too, like a blue flame. But yeah, you can sort of see, like, you're kind of limited to the colors of whichever palette you're working with at the time for whichever model. So and that's just sort of, that's how it is, more or less. Yeah, I like the little flamey model. He turned out nice. That and the mushroom model too. Oh, that and the mimic. I actually was very happy with the mimic, especially since like, based on his directional movement, his eye will look in that direction. I thought that was a nice little touch. Plus, like, he's a mimic. Yeah, I think that turned out pretty nice. I was happy about that one. Oh, let me think. Oh, the other wizard guy. The lower leveled wizard, basically. He turned out pretty good. This here was the color palette I intentionally built it around. But I could definitely see some of these other ones working out. Like, I could see this or this even working as an alternative color for it. I went with this one just because there's like more diverse colors that you can use as far as the palette, so that's what I decided to go with for that one. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. But yeah, getting back into building and fleshing this area out. So as soon as you come out of the place, we are going to make this. We're going to make this a special item room. Yeah, we just want to make that a special item room. Special item. The special item being, we want it to be a potion, because that is going to be extremely helpful for early out of the dungeon Link. Or in our case, Coop. Yeah, Sir Coops. Yeah, a potion would be very handy. You'll have a guy that shows up and he'll give some dialogue. He'll give some dialogue about sort of the quest and, you know, where to sort of progress, if you will. Let me think. Who do we want to be the guy that does that? We could just make it the merchant. The merchant's a pretty nice Gennaro sort of guy. Because we already have the old man doing his stuff in the dungeon. So I don't think I'd want to use that one, like, immediately following that. So I'll just make it the merchant guy. And we'll have a message string. I'll worry about that later because it's not entirely needed yet. Okay, so that'll be this then. One thing that we could do, I just want this area to be fairly simple. I'll probably throw in some bushes just for some contrast, if you will. More or less. Yeah, just throw some of those in there. Add some grass because that's nice and definitely helpful in its own ways. That's the other thing. You can cut the grass, which produces rupees and whatnot, as is expected of any good Zelda. Cuttable grass for health and rupees and whatnot. So we'll just leave that as B. Yep, we'll leave that. No, we'll do this instead. There. We'll have a little bit of grass here, a little bit of grass there. We'll have some cut grass there. We'll leave this as this. So dungeon. No way to get back. Heyo! Hey, yeah, welcome back. Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, so, just working on a little bit of ZQuest. Putting together a Zelda game for Mitchell, you know, the other guy on CoopCouchGaming. So, yeah, sort of InDev, if you will. Trying to keep it fairly secret from him, so he doesn't get spoiled too much. But, yeah, it's been going good so far. Finished the first dungeon, so that turned out real nice. And then, what do you call them? Now we're working on the first, like, overworld area, which is going to basically be a town. So, yeah, basically the first town, there's going to be a couple of shops. And then kind of going from there. Wasn't planning on making it too awful late of a stream. I am quite... yeah, it's been going good. Still single as a Pringle but living. Hey man, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Like, hey, yeah, nothing wrong with that at all. I've been living that life for a good while now. And it's been working out, so you just gotta, you get good at it after a while, you know? But yeah, so yeah, looking forward to getting this wrapped up. Hey, still in the, yeah man, yeah, still in the single club. Yep. Going strong. I mean, I haven't been honestly with somebody since like probably high school, honestly. Just with work and everything else, it's like priorities. It's like me and a relationship right now just aren't enough of a priority just in my personal life. You know what I mean? It's like focused on work and then kind of go from there. Like, not a bad strat, honestly. A lot less to have to worry about. But, yeah, down the road maybe. I'm not too worried about it yet, though. But, in due time. Oh, misclick. But yeah. Getting kind of bored in here. I pretty much already used everything in the club. Gotcha. Yeah. I was gonna say, you know, if you ever need company, feel free to hop into old school RuneScape. I've got a I've got a clan more or less, or a group. We regularly do events and stuff. But sorry, it's just another random RuneScape plug. Dude, I don't know. RuneScape's one of the few games that I legitimately sink time into anymore. Like a friend of mine tried to get me into playing like Genshin Impact, which honestly was fun. It reminds me a lot of Breath of the Wild, which unto itself, gotta get into that Google Pac-Man. Yeah, Google Pac-Man. Yeah, greatest MMO. But yeah, what do you call them? No, a friend tried to get me into playing Genshin Impact more. Like, I played it for a while, and what do you call them? I don't know. It reminded me a lot of Breath of the Wild, but it's just so much more of a time sink, though, honestly. And that's kind of what got me. It's just like, I'm gonna have to play this game literally hours every day. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play this game literally hours every single day just to be able to make moderate progress. Like, you know, it's like I get it. Like, that's the pay to play model, right? Like, where it's like, oh, well, it's gonna take forever unless you put your credit card in and start to make some wishes. And it's like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, man. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. It's like, I get why some people might want to do that, but at the same time, it's like, man, pass me on that. Like, I don't have the time for that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, and that's the thing, right? It's like, I played RuneScape, which takes a huge amount of time to play. I don't play nearly as much as I'd like to, honestly, but at the same time, it's not like I'm sinking money into it, you know? It's like, it's legitimately free, and yeah, game, you don't have my consent of time. Yeah, exactly. It's just like, yeah, it's like, yeah, I am not consenting to this time sink game. Like, and like I said, like with RuneScape, like I get the time, like it's absolutely a time sink. Like that game takes like literal, like I think to max in RuneScape, like it takes like a minimum of like probably like 1,600 hours. And it's like, that's a lot of time, but at least you don't have to pay to make progress, and your account is actually legitimately worth something. That's the other thing. And while I'm definitely not condoning like the RuneScape black market, if you will, there is some legitimacy behind like comparing that to real world numbers versus like a game like Genshin Impact. It's like, oh, it's a time sink and I've got nothing to show for it. You know, once they cut their server, it's kind of gone, and there's no potential for me to like just off this. You know what I mean? It's like, I mean, you know, in RuneScape, a maxed account, you can sell on the black market of like the RuneScape black market for like a couple $1,000s. You know what I mean? And it's just like, granted, I wish I had a max account. I'm nowhere near a max account. That being said, I don't have a half bad account. But at the same time, it's like, it just, I don't know. I can't see myself putting time into a game like Genshin Impact without there being some kind of like real world equivalency, if that makes sense, as to like what the time is equating to. Whereas RuneScape, there's the potential that you could sell your account, right? In Genshin Impact, there's nothing like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. Unless the game is legitimately fun, I don't want to sink a bunch of time into it. Nah, man, 1,600 hours is totally not a lot of time. It's like 2 minutes. Yeah, you could get in before you have to go to work at 5 a.m. Yeah, 5 in the morning, yeah. Yeah, more or less. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I don't know. I'd have to look and see how many hours I have into it. That's the other thing. Like, I definitely don't like min max when it comes to like RuneScape. So I'm like so slow at leveling up. That being said, I approach the game from like the older perspective of, oh, let's just have a fun time. There's a lot of people in that game like are the min max type, but aren't really having fun, if that makes sense. Like, I would have fun if I'm going to play the game that I like to play, you know? It's like, wow, getting level ups and stuff is great. Not really pushing min-maxing by any means. What are you? Yeah. Want to know when a joke becomes a dad joke? Yeah. When does a joke become a dad joke? When it disappears. Yeah, more or less. Oh, get this. Let's see, what is... Oh, not quite what I wanted, but that's close enough. Alright. Why can't pirates finish the alphabet? I know it has something to do with R, but I don't know. Why can't pirates finish the alphabet? Like, I'm trying to think. Yeah, it has some. It's got to do something with R, but because they keep getting. Oh, oh man, yeah, I was totally wrong. I keep getting lost at sea. Alright, that's pretty good. That's pretty good, I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty great. Oh, goodness. Yeah. Yeah, I was like, what could it be? It has to be R, but then I was like, oh, C. What's a pirate's favorite letter? I'm assuming that would be R. Unless it's not, in which case I'm wrong. Oh, goodness. Oh, I just erased my tree. Why'd you think it's R, but it's actually C? Okay. Yeah, I guess I should have seen that one coming. Yeah, I guess it would be C, wouldn't it? Oh, goodness. Oh, that's great. Dude, dad jokes are great. Not gonna lie. Must just be a sign of my age, I suppose. Oh, it's great. Oh, goodness. So we're basically just making this like just a nice casual walk to town. You figure, the player literally just overcame all of this nightmare. Let's give them a little bit of a respite. That's what you would want them to think. But no, this town literally has dudes that want to kill you in it. Because why wouldn't there be? So, we're just going to take a couple of these and stick them in there. And, what else do we want to do? Let's see. For the sake of this, yeah, that's not what I wanted. Actually, you know what? Yeah, somebody's blowing past the house outside. Would this look better, maybe? Yeah, let's have this act as like an approach, like, sort of bit here. I think that'll look good. We'll have to undo this. Yep. Why wouldn't there be? There would be because they're looking for me because I got that C. Oh, goodness. Oh, goodness. Let's see. But, let's see. Oh, goodness, it's already 9:30 almost. Ugh. I was gonna be wrapping up around 10, so. Do you know what else starts with? What else starts with C? I'm aware of quite a few things, but I'm I'm curious to see where this is going. Oh goodness. What else starts with C? Oh goodness. CoopCouchGaming starts with C. But probably not the thing that we were looking for. You know what, actually, yeah, let's do this, because that would look a bit better. Throw this here. Throw that there. Christmas! Oh, of course AutoMod would cringe at that one. Oh goodness. Yeah, Christmas does start with that. Yep, Christmas, totally just Christmas. Yeah, AutoMod of course is gonna be like, oh, you said the thing! No, you can't say the thing! It's like, well, words are words, bro. Like, okay, so, a couple of guard bits here, that's what we want, but we want to make sure that these guys spawn in, like, the least optimal position for the player. Totally Christmas, absolutely just Christmas. How's your mods be right now? Yeah, I was gonna say auto mod be like. Oh goodness. Alright, so we'll have 2 guards outside of this gate here. We'll throw in a couple extra little tree bits. That is not what I wanted. No. Oh, that's not what I wanted at all. I'm gonna have to. Okay. Oh, we didn't want to replace all. We wanted to draw a block. Dude, by 2. We'll just do that. A couple more. Have one in the middle just for. No. Then we want it to be like a path. Yeah, we'll have like a little trail more or less leading up here. Actually, that's a good point. I was meaning to replace this with the green and use this as a trail. That's one thing I did forget. What, are you making an Undertale area? Yeah, you know what? It kind of does feel like that, doesn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's just like a straightforward path, and it's just like, oh, this is a nice, and then it's just like, oh goodness, yeah, more or less. Yeah, let's replace. We'll make all this nice and green instead of barren looking. Well, it's one downside though. We'll have to make all those that though. You know what? No. Let's leave it like this. I can use something else to denote a path. Yeah, I can use something else to denote a path. Also, the message I sent just above that one goes with the Howler mods right now. Gotcha. Oh goodness. He said that. Yeah, he said the thing. Oh goodness, yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, what do you call them? You know, honestly though, like from our experience on Twitch so far, like they haven't really pushed too much when it comes to like limiting what you can say, if that makes sense. Like, I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more liberty here to just, like, be whatever, do whatever, right? Compared to, like, YouTube. Like, YouTube's a bit more stringent when it comes to stuff like think what the general rule now is like you can't say anything like within the first like 5 minutes or something, or some nonsense. Like, yeah, what's that? I'm trying to think. Yeah, YouTube's a bit weird when it comes to the use of language and stuff. I don't even know what I'd search for that. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have to look that up. But I know that YouTube is very, very stringent when it comes to language use. And it seems as though Twitch is not as caring about that. Just as a general rule. Or imagine that ban the word cheese or just the letter C because they can't risk getting... Yeah. Yeah, more or less. It's like, oof. Yeah, I gotta watch out for that. No, that's great. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, it's a bit of a weird one, honestly. Like, I don't know. Yeah, this would make for an okay path, wouldn't it? You know what? I'm overthinking it. There doesn't need to be a path. It can just be what it is. So this, good. Have a nice little bit here. Have a nice little bit here. How? Yeah. Yeah, more or less. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say my throat's still been a bit sore, honestly. You know, I got a nice second round of COVID here several months back, and like I don't know, man. Like just my throat and just like my lungs and stuff just have not been the same. Like it's been rough. It's like ugh. It's like ugh. Yeah. It's like, man, need to get myself built back up, I guess, because it's just like, yeah, I've still been feeling a little rough, and it's been several months since I got better again, and it's just like, ugh, not a fan. But it is what it is. It's a weird disease, and I don't know. It is what it is, I guess. You know, I'm still here, so that's something, you know. Unfortunately, there was a lot of people that weren't quite as fortunate when it came to that kind of stuff. So, definitely heart goes out to the ones that did have something worse happen. Yeah. Hey, I mean that's the thing now, right? Like I'm cleared of it now, at least for the next several months until another strain comes through, and it's like, oh, cool. I see that you work in industrial refrigeration and are exposed to people quite frequent. Would be a shame if you caught the next strand of it. It's just like, come on, man. Like, and that's the thing. It's not like I can't just not work, right? Like, it's like, so it's like, well, I wear a mask, and it's like, well, what good that does. It's like, man. Like, I'm sure the mask makes a difference, but at the same time, oh boy, does it feel like a whole lot of nothing actually gets done because of the mask. Like, it's just like, it's like I still got it twice, you know, being exposed to roughly the same circumstances. So it's just like, it's like, I don't know. Like, you know, it's good to have it, but at the same time, it's not the end all be all. Like, unfortunately, just need to wear a straight up scuba suit. That, or I should just break out my hazmat. Yeah, I'm hazmat trained, so I'll just break out my hazmat and just and wear that all the time. There you go. The perfect anti-COVID maneuver. Just everybody walking around in hazmat gear. It's like, oof. But, it is what it is, I guess, man. Like, but I mean, overall, like, definitely feeling much, much better than I was before. So, Pirates see the word E, go eh, but realize the letter C's behind it, and then go full steam ahead, all sails down to kill the ship if you have to just get to the letter C. Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, C is a bit of an interesting one. C. It does make you wonder, like, how, I don't know, how they came about language in general. Because it's like, that's a C, but it's a letter that incorporates another letter within the name itself, and it's like, what? You know what I mean? It's like, it is interesting to sort of think of it that way. It's like, that's why English is confusing to most people. It's like, oh, this word means this, but also means this, and there's also 5 different ways to spell it. It's like, cool. Exactly what I want out of language. Exactly what this language needs. The ultimate, like, one word meaning a bazillion words antics that regularly occur. I don't know. And that's not to say, I mean, language works. Like, obviously language works, but sometimes it's like, language, why are you so confusing? It's like, what in the world? Yeah, we'll leave that as is. Actually, you know what? Boom. Instant looking better. I'm thinking I also want to do something. I want to do a secret somewhere. I'm thinking of doing a secret over here. Like, you can should be able to burn 2 bushes off of a single flame. Which is exactly what we're going to try to do. Flame. Flame trigger, burn trigger. Yes, burn it. There we go. Okay. So we're gonna do burn triggers for that. We'll need to do away with that one bush, and that's going to be our indicator that there's something behind here. They'll be like, oh, there's a thing that's not there. That, or we could just, you know what? Let's make it a little bit more ambiguous, but also keep it. Yeah, let's do that. I feel like that's going to be a bit more, like, clear. Or, like, I wouldn't say odd. Is that too obvious, though? Well, what I'm going to do, it's going to be another optional dungeon, so you know what? We can do it as is. Like, we would prefer them to find it. So, we'll make it fairly clear that there's something back there. Yeah. Bro, look at the message I sent above this. The letter C makes up the word C. What the letter R means letter R. And that's it. Oh, that's true. Yeah, R is like just itself. I mean even, well, yeah, like, what other one would be like that? I mean, W is basically just double U. And then Y also still has like an E at the end, more or less, if you think about it. And it's like, I mean, Z, and you've got A, B, C, D. Man, pretty much every letter almost ends with an E-like sound. Like, almost every letter. Wow, you know, I never really thought of it that way, but yeah. E, F, G... H is kind of its own thing. Yeah, H is probably... Yeah, H is sort of its own thing, too. Let me think. I, J, K, L. L's pretty unique. M... I know, M's an interesting one. M, N... Okay. So N or M and O are all pretty unique. P, Q. Q has a U. R. So R, yeah, and then R is another unique. Sorry, I might be overthinking it now, or I might put it like I got distracted by the nature of things. Oh goodness, nothing wrong with that. Sometimes it's fun to get distracted now and again. Why don't we put you up top here instead? Make it like a little dungeon bit. This will be a direct warp to where we're gonna have our dungeon. Yeah, I never really thought about that, but yeah, there's actually very few letters that actually have unique sounds associated with them that don't involve a different letter or sound. It's like, oh, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about it that way. We all thought the pirates were traveling on the sea, but they were doing the opposite. They were traveling on the sea backwards. The pirates reversed everything. A's. Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, A's, yeah. Oh, goodness. More or less. Oh, goodness. Alright, well, let's see. It's about time. Well, we have about 15 minutes before I'll probably hop off. I'm getting a little tired myself. So, finish the town of Bomb. Definitely haven't yet, but got an okay start. C is for C. So let's think. Next time we would like to. Yeah, next time we would like to. What do you call them? Finish the town of Bomb. We'd like to do that. We would also like to finish optional town dungeons. So that's what we're gonna do next time. I'll do some stuff in between now and then, of course. But that's gonna be our two goals: is finish the actual town itself, and then optional dungeons 1 and 2. Cast new theory: history lied. Pirates never went forwards in the sea, even spelt C is not just C. Yeah. Oh goodness. But what do you call them? So yeah, that's where we'll sort of leave off here, I think, as far as tonight's building stuff here. Going back over to my very involved, in-depth diagram of development goals. We basically have, well, let's go ahead and mark off what we do have done. So, we have, what, we have this done. Why you know save settings? That's annoying. Oh no, I clicked the wrong one. So we have one dungeon of the forest area done. We also are going to have our town done next time. So we're going to have the town done next time. I should have done that in different. Let me do that in a different color. Yep. So we're going to have the town done next time. And then from the town we'll move on and do... I'll probably hold off, honestly. I'll hold off on doing the second forest dungeon until after I've made the connection from this area up to the town of Yeftu. I say this, and the next thing, there's a top secret agents of the world. It's in my room, and they say you're coming with me. Yep. Yeah, there you go. I was gonna say, gotta watch what secrets you're putting out there. Yeah, somebody might catch wind of it and say, you know what? They coming with me. Yeah, they know too much. Yeah, they know too much. It's like, oh goodness. But yeah, so more or less, next time we're gonna finish up the town. We're gonna finish up the optional. We're gonna finish up the optional dungeon boss, or the optional town dungeons, and then from there, following our sort of diagram here, we're going to do the rest of the forest and connect that with the town of Yefdu. This is going to be the big important one, because this is where you get a lot of like high level end game stuff. Granted, it costs a lot of rupees, but definitely a necessity for sure. So we're gonna go ahead and get that connected before we work on any more of like the bigger dungeons, any of the more Triforce dungeons. So that's gonna be kind of our goal. Another thing I want to do is create a way to basically shortcut between all of the different geographical zones. That's another thing that I'm going to want to do, because otherwise you would have to go to the town of Yefdu every time. Me, whenever I see a person in my room when I'm streaming. Yeah, it's like, oh no. It's like, no, this is my thing. This is my personal time. No, I cannot socialize unless it's with chat. Be gone, peasant! Yeah, it's just like... It's like, get out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft! Oh, goodness. But nah, it's great though, man. Like... Oh... But yeah, basically, once you get certain items, you'll be able to basically shortcut between the different regions without needing to go back to Yefdu every time. I feel like that'd be a good way to sort of deal with that. You know, but you'll have to have the right item. You know, if you don't have the raft, or if you don't have the the ladder or something like that, you know what I mean? Then you won't be able to access the shortcut right then. But once you do have those items, it'll make travel a lot easier between the different like zones. But that being said, I might let me think. What we could do? We could go ahead. I do want to add a couple of enemies here and there, like in this sort of calm, peaceful area. I want to just add some Octoroks, just because they're a nice, easy enemy, low stress, like, just kind of chill. They can still kill you, absolutely. Get out of my room. Yeah, more or less. Oh, goodness. Yeah, just like... Oh, goodness. Trying to think, yeah, more or less. Yeah, string of emojis is one and the same when it comes to the way it should be interpreted, yeah. But, I'm trying to think, which anime was it that, it was fairly recent, but, like, the dude could, like, input the Konami code and just, like, destroy everybody? Or, like, it was just, like, so OP if you used the Konami code. Like, what garbage? What's this stuff? What's it called? Like, legit, I haven't watched like a modern anime for a good while. A lot of and the ones that I have been watching lately have not been so much watch as podcast. Like, I basically just be doing something and then just like listening to it. But I've been like going back to like some older stuff. Not too recent, but The last time that I did sort of get into a stretch of watching stuff. It was some of the older stuff. Let's throw a couple of Octoroks, and we can throw a Shroomy in there. Let's throw this is a pretty big open area. We can throw a couple of Shroomies in there. That being said, in here we can add some more Dark Nuts. We want it to be a little difficult to get in and out of town. I might, now that I'm out in retrospect, I might need to change how I've set these guys up, because they can't start there, because that'd just make it just difficult for Mr. Sir Coops here to actually be able to get in and out of town, which is what we want, but we don't want to make it completely unfair, like he scene transitions and then immediately gets smacked. So we'll give him like a little buffer between him and the old night fellows here. Yep. Yeah, we'll do it just double stack like that, and that should be good. Alright, so this here I did set as a burnable. We want to make that a secret combo, and we want to have our right color palette, and right here, and right here, and right here, and right here. There we go. So that means in theory, once we burn this, up, up, down, down, left, let's see, up, up, down, down. It should be left, right, BA start. I think, right? Or I might remember. I can't be remember that wrong, right? Hold up. No. Huh. Yeah. I think that's up, up, down, down, left, right, BA start. Yeah, I think that's right. I'm having to try to mentally remember. Yeah, I'm having to try to mentally remember by like just muscle memory. yeah, that's definitely up, down, down, BA start. Yeah, that's definitely right. Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Alright, so, once the player defeats Yo Dragon and leaves this dungeon, they will be met with this area. They'll be able to continue north to the town, where there'll be a couple of shops and whatnot. That being said, it is late and I don't feel like actually putting this together quite yet. That being said, that's absolutely going to be the goal for next time, because, well, honestly, I'll probably have a good bit of this done before next time. Me trying to start my CSR in any video game when it breaks down. Yeah, more or less. Dude, actually, I have been revisiting some old retro games lately. I met Car. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, CSR. It's like, yeah, okay, that's Car. But no, I've been revisiting some older games lately. Revisited like NES Contra. And oh boy, got that code in there. It's nice. It's like the only legit way to play, unless you want to hit the continue button a bunch of times. Or are just really good, which I'm not. But yeah, more or less, like, it's like, yeah, old Contra. Like, dude, I love like Castlevania. Like Super Castlevania was great. Like, yo Castlevania man. Gotta hunt some vampiric looking faces. Just their faces though, the rest of them, totally fine. It's just the vampire faces are the most annoying parts. Like, if you could just destroy everything but... Well, if you could destroy everything but their... words. More or less, just they're vampires, kill them. That's the goal. That's the joke. You kill the vampires, and that's the whole joke. Oh goodness. Yeah, why don't we? Yeah, we'll just add some dead tree decoration for this little entrance here. Yeah, just throw some trees here and there. Nice sad looking treescape. Yeah, so we got that. Well, we add some graves. Oh, I actually want to redesign the graves to make them more CoopCouch in nature. Because right now it's kind of like, not bad. But also, they could be CoopCouch directly related. And I haven't quite figured out what I'm going to redesign them to be yet. But in the meantime, we're absolutely going to put some of these because, what do you call them? They spawn ghosts, and those are annoying. And I kind of like being annoying sometimes, not gonna lie. So we're just gonna put some of these here and there. This would be like the little graveyard. This is the graveyard, but not the graveyard. It's like the naveyard. Me trying to not starting me. Fine, I guess I'm gonna try again. Get it wrong. This is what you get, controller. Yeah, more or less. I was going to say, with some of these smart cars now, I'm curious if they're gonna stick Konami code accessibility into them. That seems like something Elon Musk would honestly do. I'm not gonna lie. Just like, you don't use a key or anything. You just like, just its little control panel. It's like, like legit, just looks like an arcade controller, and it's just like, you should know what to do. You want to start the car, you gotta be part of the culture. Oh goodness, man. Yeah, it's great. Oh, let's see. Yeah, we'll add some just dead grass and stuff. Sort of spruce it up a little bit, make it look pretty nice. You know what? There we go. That looks fine. We do want. We'll put some ghosts. We'll put some ghosty bands. Yes. You know, throw a couple of these in here just for the sake of making it a little bit more difficult to access the dungeon. Dungeon. Alright. Alright, you know what? I think that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good for now. Next time we'll definitely clean it up a bit. This here is going to be a fairy fountain. Be able to get some nice heals before you go into the dungeon. Because the optional dungeons are going to be difficult, but not like super long. It's really basically just like a challenge dungeon. Think of it similar to like, what do you call them? How Breath of the Wild has like its shrines or whatever. It's basically like, oh, okay, you solve this couple series of puzzles and it's like, oh, you get the thing. Or, oh, you fight this hard thing, oh, and you get the thing. It's like the optional dungeons are basically going to be akin to that, where it's just like, you basically solve a puzzle or just defeat whatever the enemy might happen to be, and that's just how it progresses. So that is pretty good. And now we are back to your dungeon. Alright. Go away. Alright. Just out of curiosity, kind of want to just like come in here, just play it real quick. Whenever you went on a school trip, you saw another school. It would be war, but neither school would touch each other. That's been going around since pirates. When a pirate ship saw another pirate ship, it would be war, but this time was a proper fight. Like people went into, yeah, more or less. It's like, yeah, it's like, Yeah, essentially, yeah, you would just be like, hey, those guys aren't us. That's a different boat. Yeah, that's a different boat, and those guys aren't us. I don't care for that. Why aren't you me, and why isn't that my boat? There's not enough sea around to go for the both of us. Yeah, it's like you look around, you see no land or anything, it's just mass ocean. And it's like, that's all mine, and you're in it. It's like, you see all this empty nothing? This is all of my empty nothing. Get out. Oh, goodness. Oh, that's great. Yeah, man. Yeah, the pirate life is a rough life, man. The sea ain't big enough for the two of us. Nope, absolutely not. Yeah, go, little man. Oh, thank you for the thing. Oh, get out of here. Boss? More like, nah. Not dealing with it. Okay. I just want to make sure our transition is fine, and that'll be the last thing. Oh, I forgot I was meaning to grab the candle. That's okay. That is okay. That is totally fine. So, grab Mr. Thing here. Boop 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 diddle boop 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 whatever boop 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 boop. He's loving it. So this guy has some text. Right now he's just Mr. Man. He gives you a potion. It's like, ah, cool. This will help me when I'm dying, which happens quite frequent. Get out of here. Get out of here. No! Get out of here. No! Get out of here! No! There's too many! And then gotta maneuver your way through the shrubbery in order to get into town. That, or you could just outright murder the guards. Ow. Unless they murder you first. In which case, big ouch. Got you. Bully. No, bully. No. No. Oh, no! You're just a guard. You're not supposed to be this powerful. Bully. Yeah. Okay. Alright, and then... No, no, no! No! Oh, I got stuck on the bush! No! But that does give me the option to, grab the candle, because I forgot to grab the candle. Oh, no, I forgot. It starts you... Okay. Actually, where did that put us? Oh, okay. So that... Okay, so that's actually an error that I found. I need to change... Hold up. I need to change the continue condition. That's gonna be DMAT. We want continue. We want to continue at screen 72. Yes, continue at screen 72. Okay, so in theory, if we were to die now, which we're not, because I'm probably going to call it a night here soon. Alright. But now, in theory, if we die, we should come back to screen 72 instead of screen 0. Because nobody wants to start up here because this is not even used area. Like, we don't want anything to happen up here. Okay, so that'll go back, this is going to be our store scenes. I need to get that finished setting up. And then, what do you call them? Yeah, we do want to save. Alright, well, why don't we switch over? We can wrap things up. So you know how at the end of a game, people teabag each other, one person on one team and the other. Well, that's been going on since Pirates. Dude, it's the last two pirate captains would teabag and stab each other. Why not? I mean, Captain Blackbeard YOLO. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, it's a thing of like, Yeah. Yeah, the pirates were the OG gamers, I think is what we're coming down to. Yeah, pirates were just like the OG, like, internet, like, gamers. Like, oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, they had the strats well developed, you know, before the modern era. Like, you know, and to think that such a tradition would hold up for this long, that we are now seeing it resurface amongst today's youth. Oh, goodness. The pirates created. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I always forget about the secret oceanic internet. Yeah. Yeah, they have all their servers and everything. The problem is, like, their servers are still active. It's just they're all, like, still on the boats that sunk to the bottom, you know? They had them birds, bro. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah, not only did they have the modern gamer techniques, but they also had the first drone-like things, too. What do you mean we did that in World War One and Two? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, more or less. Oh, goodness. But yeah. Oh, goodness. But, I made some pretty good progress on getting this stuff developed to work tonight, and definitely set us up good to get the rest of it done next time we have a chance to do it. Probably next Wednesday. I've been trying to make Wednesday sort of the solo stream bit. I'm debating on whether to do another dev next week, or whether to, like, do just like a solo, just like one-off style thing. I was talking earlier about Skyrim VR, and I don't know. I feel like it could make it, like, for a fun, like, sort of, it would make for a fun stream, but, like, definitely I don't see that becoming, like, a full-up series. Or maybe I could be wrong. Like, I can maybe get into Skyrim VR, but I see that more of, like, as just like a you just get in there and sort of, like, mess around, just have fun with it, right? Like, I mean, you know, if I did do something like that and it's, you know, was fun enough, A, for me to want to continue it, and B, like, well received enough. You're trying to make Wednesdays pirates. Yeah, I was gonna say, oh, dude, actually, you know what? Hold up. I don't know if you've heard of this game, but I'd totally be down to play this at some point. Hold up. If it'll load. Why are you not loading? What's it called? Let me pull this up. Yeah, I wanna pull it up real quick. Yeah, here we go. I need to switch back over real quick. Let me switch back over. Pixel Piracy is like basically a joke game, but, like, actually kind of legitimately fun. The whole idea is you're just a pirate captain, and you have to keep your crew in check, and you just build just crazy looking ships. Also, some of them look pretty cool, but then you, like, legit just bombard people and, like, just go onto, like, islands and just, like, salvage stuff, and it's kind of fun, honestly, like, in its own weird way. Like, it's definitely meant more almost like a joke, almost, where it's just, like, you basically have just, like, but it is pretty, I don't know, from what I've played of it, it actually looks pretty fun. So that could maybe make for a good one-off too, honestly. Keeping with the pirates, the pirates. I don't need to build boats. Yeah, up, down, left, right, BA. Build. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, I don't know what cheat codes you could enable for this particular game, but yeah, that would actually be kind of an interesting one to do a one-off of at some point. What do you call them? But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. How about C? What, a C build? I don't need to build it. Oh goodness. Let's see. But yeah, what do you call them? Nah, that's, oh, C's the cheat code? Oh, yeah, I would say C would be the cheat code for a pirate game, I suppose. Oh goodness, but yeah, what do you call them? But yeah, sort of, yeah, looking forward to finishing this, you know, putting together this game. Like I said, I'm originally, you know, I want to build it so that Mitchell can play it, because he's not played a classic Zelda style game before. So I want to make something that's difficult, but a legit game for him to actually play. That isn't just like, because I mean, we could do the default Zelda, but I don't know if he would, I don't think that would be necessarily his thing, if that makes sense. As opposed to like something that's more tailored to sort of his play style in mind, if that makes sense. Oh wow. Okay, well, goodness, I'm gonna have to jump back over to this now so I can demonstrate. So yeah, I definitely want to make it. There will be troll opportunities. For example, in the starter room, there's 2 chests. Yeah. So in the starter room, all right. Well, actually, let's just. I can legit just demonstrate. So in the starting room here, there's 2 chests. One of which contains an item, and the other one of which is a fake chest. So the one is a candle, which is great because you can use it and light stuff up. The second one is a mimic that will try to attack you. That being said, if you know anything about the original NES Zelda game and the Armos, if you know the Armos, the statue warriors, the mimic operates on the same logic that they do, and as such, alright, so with the normal chest, you approach it from the south, it opens, you get an item. So if you were to do that to a mimic chest, it plays on the same logic that the Armos does, which means that it immediately does damage to you. So if I try to open the mimic, you immediately die. It's a bit cruel, but I have a feeling that will quickly teach the player only approach treasure chests from the sides before you know if they're a mimic or not. Yes. Yeah, dude, that is going to be such a great one. Not only that, but I'm going to put mimics in certain places that you would, I'm going to put mimics in certain places that you wouldn't expect a mimic to be. For example, I'm going to jump right to like near the end where the Triforce Room's at. Let's see. Alright, so this is the Triforce Room, right? You think, oh, okay, well, I can get the Triforce, that's great, and all, but, you know, it looks like that bush is different. It's odd. Let me try to burn it. Oh! Secret tone and a treasure chest. If the player opens this one, they will be mimicked because this chest is also a mimic. In other words, I put a mimic box in the Triforce Room that the player might get eaten by. Like, again, let me close things down in stream after I kill this mimic twice and explain how I'll make my friends. Yes. So more or less, there's the mimic in the starting room, and there's also a mimic in here after you burn the bush and get the secret tone. It's like, you would think that the secret tone would mean you're safe, right? But no, it's not the case. Absolutely not the case. If anything, it's more dangerous to assume these things. Oh, goodness. But, what do you call them, Alright, well, let's just get killed and then we can call it a stream. Yeah, I was gonna say, man, it's gonna be... it's gonna be a little rough for him, but I feel like he'll learn pretty quick, and he'll just, like, not trust any of that. One other thing I want to add the ability to, like, break certain chests. So, if he were to approach a chest and immediately start swinging at it, it could potentially break something that actually has an item in it. Like, that's another thing I do want to implement. I haven't quite figured out how I want to go about it yet. And it would only have to be, it would only be, like, optional items, too. Of course, like, any key item, like, you kind of have to get, right? But, like, if it were, like, a box that just has, like, rupees or bombs or something optional, quotes, then you can just, like, break the box and just not get it. It would be a little mean, but again, I don't know. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, I wanted to build a game that is going to be frustrating for him, but at the same time, like, an actual game that has, like, thought put behind it. Because like I was saying earlier, you basically, I mean, you know, you have games like The World's Hardest Game or whatever, right? Which is basically a game where you're just moving around trying to dodge stuff, and it's nearly impossible. It's like, there's games like that which are difficult. But just because they're difficult, it doesn't inherently mean they're fun. And then you take a game like Dark Souls, for example. Dark Souls is frustrating at times, but you still have fun playing it because it's a legitimately good game, if that makes sense. And that's kind of what I'm sort of going in mindset-wise with this. I can make a inherently frustrating game, but at the same time, is it going to be a good game, and is it going to be something that we're actually going to want to play? I guess is sort of the thing that's in my mind. And then you should add a room with 10 chests, with 7 of them being mimics and the other 3 having the best items in the game. And make sure you can find the room. Yeah, and I was going to say, and you'd have to line up the chests such that you can't approach them from the side or the back. You can only try to open them from the south. That way you're forced to basically either die or get the item. Dude, 7th New Game Plus on Dark Souls 1. Goodness. Yeah, I was going to say, man, like, the furthest New Game cycle I got with Dark Souls 1, and this was, like, even before, like, the remaster, this was when I played it on PC, was, like, +4, I think. I think I had 4 recycles on that character. The most I've had on Dark Souls 3, I think, has been 3 recycles, I think. I think. Don't quote me on that, but, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've had 4 recycles on Dark Souls 1 and 3 on Dark Souls 3. And then I've only beaten Dark Souls 2 once. And I have mixed feelings about Dark Souls 2. That being said, with Bloodborne, I probably have 3. Well, no, I actually have like at least 4 recycles for Bloodborne, because like I got all the endings and stuff. I'm like level 300 and something. Goodness. I was gonna say, I would have to look and see. I know like, one of my characters got up into like the 200s or something. Some nonsense. They were a faith, strength, like, caster type. And, like, goodness, they were just a monster. Like, legit. It's like heavy armor, just slinging spells. Like, it was great. But, yeah. Yeah, those are some good games. But yeah, as far as, like, the thought behind, like, what I want this one to be, I want it to be difficult, but a actual game with good mechanics behind it. As opposed to, like, just a rage game, like, I don't know, insert random rage game. Like I said, the world's hardest game, for instance. Like, you take a game like that, just because it's difficult, it doesn't mean it's fun. But you take a game like Dark Souls, it's difficult, but it is still fun. So that's definitely what I want to keep in mind when it comes to building this one. Especially, like, once I have this done, like, I want to put this... I recently beat Gale, I bet. Yeah, Gale, the latest one. But yeah, what do you call them? Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm assuming you're talking about the Gale fight. God. Oh, the God of War. Oh, God, okay, gotcha. Okay, God of War. Yeah, I was thinking we were still talking Dark Souls. And I was like, oh, God. I was like, yeah, God of War. That's a series that I actually haven't played, actually. I'm thinking Mitchell played those. But I personally have not. I hear the latest one was pretty good, though. So I might have to pick that up at some point. But yeah, I hear that those are difficult at points too. Yeah, so I'd be curious to see how those stand. But yeah, that being said, it is getting a touch late. I think I might call it a bedtime pretty soon. Work comes early as per the usual. Come on, the one that goes. I was too busy thinking about boy. Yeah, I was going to say, yeah, that one. Boy. Yeah, good old word, boy. What are you? Oh, goodness. What, you done messed it up again, boy? What, you almost let that ogre eat you, boy? It's like, okay, Mr. Kratos, I know the kid almost got eaten by an ogre or whatever, but, you don't have to keep saying boy every single time. Yes, the Konami boy, that's what they call it. Yeah, I was gonna say the Konami code needs a virtual YouTuber persona. Yeah, Konami boy, man. Like, yeah. I was gonna say, yeah, definitely the Konami boy needs a persona, like a personification. I don't know. Like, I've been keeping up somewhat with, like, the whole, like, virtual YouTuber, like, virtual streamer, like, stuff. Like like the HoloLive stuff. I've been kind of keeping a lookout on that because it's like, it is interesting. But it's easily replicable, if that makes sense. Like if you know how to if you know your way around programs and stuff and just like certain applications, like it's pretty easy to replicate a pretty decent like virtual YouTuber / virtual streamer. Granted, some of those are actually extremely impressive. I'm trying to think of what her name is. I don't know. But yeah, that one's actually really neat because like they could basically change anything they want, sort of, live in app, whatever you want to call it. Like, that's actually a really impressive one. I mean, you even take some of the earlier examples, like, what do you call her? AI-chan, or Kuzuna Ai. You take her, for example. That's a good example of, like, early implementation, but still holding up very well. Just because of, like, all the mocap and everything involved with that particular setup. Whereas now, like, you've got a lot, like, and even within the HoloLive group, it really is just a lot of me finally falling asleep at 3 a.m. after beating God of War. Boy. Yeah, more or less. But yeah. But yeah, even in the HoloLive group, it really is, like, fairly simple how they went about setting it up. You know, it's more or less just, you know, basically just webcam tracking, more or less, with added model, is essentially what it is. I know they probably don't use it, but I mean, there's programs like it. I mean, like Face Rig and what's the other one? Virtuo, or I can't remember what the other one is. But it's like legit. You could just tack a model to it, and just, you know, you're pretty much set. You know, as long as your mic's calibrated and your webcam's clear and there's proper lighting, like, I mean, you could pretty much anybody can do a virtual YouTuber setup. Yeah, that's the next step for CoopCouchGaming. We'll just replace ourselves with just like a little pixel looking avatars. Like, why even oh goodness, I don't know. Yeah, we'll just replace ourselves with just pixel avatars, and that'll be the new arrangement. We'll also become virtual streamers. Oh goodness, I don't know. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, the virtual streamers they are generally very successful though. Like, there's one that I watch now, Jinja. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's a German streamer. But yeah, she does a lot of cool stuff. And then I end the stream, boy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, you done goofed again, boy. How'd you mess it up again? How'd you mess up that bad, boy? Oh goodness. Yeah, I am. Yeah. Yeah, by the time I actually call this stream done, my brain will be all over the place and be like, oh boy. Boy, you should have went to bed earlier, boy. Yeah, me in the morning, just like, that's the alarm, boy. You should have went to sleep at a reasonable time, boy. Get what you deserve, boy. It's like, oh, I won't get up and go to work. It's like, boy, get to work, boy. Oh, goodness. But, what do you call them? Alright. And on that thought, I am about ready to call it the sleeps. Yeah, thanks for, everybody sticking around, coming back. Welcome back, Iron Jackman. Yeah, nice to catch up again and, see how things are going, and, yeah, definitely welcome to join back in whenever you feel like it. You know, we actually had quite a bit of activity earlier into the stream. I know a couple people had to jump out, but pro Smash players, I can destroy anyone in Smash. All of a sudden, from the corner of the room, boy, yeah, more or less. But yeah, it was nice. We actually had quite a few people jump in earlier. So yeah, always nice to see some activity here and there. But yeah, thanks, Iron Jackman, for sticking around to the end of the stream. Sorry if it wasn't super entertaining. You know, this sort of solo series for me is more or less just like, gives me time to work on this, and also, you know, anybody that might happen to be interested in trying to do something similar, it might give them a little bit of inspiration, you know. So Who'd win, Cray or Goku? I don't know. Like, it's been a while since I've watched Dragon Ball, but I mean, Goku basically he can die, but he kind of still comes back, though, right? Like, I feel like Goku would probably. I don't know. That's a good question. I'm curious. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would probably have to say Goku, though. True. I guess you're right. But, yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, you're probably, yeah. Yeah, you know what? I think you're, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Like, yeah, he's got a pretty stacked power level, I'd say. Yeah, yeah. Because, yeah, that is true. Because, I mean, Goku's lost to plenty of people that I would say are probably power-wise similar to yeah. So, yeah, I think Goku might probably lose. True. Yeah, I was going to say, Goku, yeah. Goku has a hard enough time killing, I don't know, just simple enemies, let alone, complicated stuff like, gods and whatnot. Although, well, I'm trying to think, what was, I know at one point he did fight, what do you call him, he did fight that one Egyptian-looking thing at one point. I can't remember outright what that's called now. Oh, is that Mitchell? Mitchell actually might be back. Which actually might be a pretty decent time to close off then. Heyo! Heyo! We were actually about to wrap up here soon. Goku has a hard time killing Beerus and Freezy. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, he has a difficult enough time doing that, whereas, yeah, the other has dispatched plenty of foe. Heyo. Heyo. We're just wrapping up the stream. If you want to say hi, you can, or if, Hughes is tired. Okay. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Like, Goku does have a high power level, but I don't think he really utilizes it. Alright, he utilizes it, but in comparison to, like, the results he gets, it's, like, kind of underwhelming sometimes. AKA having to charge for, like, several episodes to then miss. It's kind of like, well... And tell your friend I'm going to say otherwise. I'm going to use bar. Yeah. Oh, yeah, jump on in. Hey, Mitchell's here.
Hi,
Oh, yeah. Iron Jackman's sticking around for the stream. We actually had quite a bit of activity earlier on. But,
really?
Yeah, everybody else had to go. And but, hey, Iron Jackman's been sticking around. So, yeah, it's always nice to have some company. Oh, yeah, he's the man himself.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, apparently this is all about me in a way, so...
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
I am so confused. Oh, you mean
the no beard man? What are you talking about?
What are you talking
about?
Well, you did recently shave.
I did shave.
Mm-hmm.
I know why he has no beard. Because I want to avoid being a neckbeard. Because it's in my name. What?
It doesn't.
The real reason.
Does it have something to do with pirates? If I had to guess it.
No, the reason was I actually.
It's the pirates.
I don't fucking know.
It's definitely the pirates.
I don't know what's happening.
Oh yeah,
because he used
the Konami no beard. Oh yeah, indeed.
Konami no beard. Oh wow.
Yeah, dude, we'll have to like actually come up with a design for Konami Boy though.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I don't like
dude,
this.
Konami Boy is like the greatest thing that I've probably heard.
Oh
it's
no.
Like, yeah, it's like we needed a little avatar for Konami Boy. And then we could just like edit him in post and just like add him.
Yes. Yes.
It's like, hey,
I don't
this
know
is
what
Konami.
this is. I don't know what this is, but sure.
Like the Konami code. You know the Konami
Yeah,
code?
I know the Konami code. Want to know why pirates can't finish the alphabet?
Yeah.
Probably because they always stop at R.
See, you had the same thought that I did. Yeah, you were thinking R.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'll let Ira Jackman finish.
Why can't they finish the alphabet? It might also have to do with their lack of literacy because they keep getting lost at sea. Okay.
Yeah, it's great.
See, I thought like R,
know,
like they say
that's
R
yeah.
and everyone's like R.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. I was like, how? It's got to have something to do with R, but yeah, I didn't even think of C.
Lost at sea. That's pretty great.
It's pretty great. It's pretty great.
Not gonna lie.
Oh yeah.
Oh, dude.
But
when does a joke become a dad joke? When it makes noises when it gets up. I don't know.
That's pretty good too.
When it disappears. Oof.
Yep.
Oof. Oh wow, that's a good one.
Oh, but
that's a pretty good one.
But yeah, I'm starting to get a little bit too tired. I'm sure you're tired after work too.
Would you like to summarize my workday in a song?
Everything is awesome. Everything is cool when you're part of the team.
Don't wanna be a management idiot. They got no fucking brain cells, yeah. What the hell is logic anyway? We'd rather just sit here and try to sniff our ass.
Is that a fact?
Oh fuck yeah, dude. It's a bad day. It's a bad fucking day.
Oh no. Oh, goodness.
Oh, Lord. Ooh, who do you think would win? No Beard Man, Cray Cray, or Coke? Oh, Lord. I'm scared. I don't know, bro. I don't even know what this fucking is.
Well, Goku or Cray
I know who
Cray.
fucking Goku is, okay? I've seen Dragon Ball, okay?
Okay. Well, would he win against Cray Cray?
I don't know who that fucking is!
Kratos. The god of war.
I thought that was something to do about craziness, or I don't fucking know. Probably fucking Goku.
Really?
Yeah, dude.
Okay, I was thinking Goku, but then I was persuaded otherwise. Because Goku, while powerful, the results that he gets out of his power... Need to disown this man. yeah, but... Because, the way that Goku implements his power, though, and, like, the results he gets, seem to be less than Kratos. Like, Kratos has killed literal gods and stuff. Here's
the thing, though. Goku knows exactly how powerful he is. Goku fucking wimped out on the Cell fight just to let Gohan do it, because he's like, I can fucking beat this chump. That was the whole deal. Yeah. Like, he's like, I can beat this guy, and, you know, when I die, like, I know you can beat it too, like, you trained with me, like, no one's gonna be around, but, like, he knows exactly, when things get serious, Goku knows what to fucking do. Goku will fucking destroy. Goku fucking holds back. He pulls a Spider-Man and pulls his punches. Like, that's the thing, is, like, everyone's like, Spider-Man, he's so strong, well, why doesn't everyone he hits go splat? It's because he pulls. Yeah. Like, that's Goku. Goku seeks a fair fight. Now, if he was going after Kratos and everything, Goku would fucking know the seriousness and adjust accordingly. It's supposed to be how the show and manga portray it, but it doesn't come across that way with all the filler and bullshit. But the idea is that he only uses enough power to make a fair fight. Is more or less it. So, like, I get where you're going from, where it's like, oh, I got the spirit ball, it took 8 episodes. Oh, I fucking missed.
But surely, Broly kills him. Man. Oh, goodness. Yeah, I was gonna say, Broly, he's pretty OP too, right?
Broly's bullshit.
Oh, like, yeah?
And Broly hates Goku because Goku cried a lot. And that's the backstory. Like, what the fuck is this?
So Broly's just, like, broken OP? Like,
Broly is like a 13-year-old who inserted their OC into Dragon Ball.
Nice.
I'm like Goku, but bigger and stronger and faster. Nice. But not quite as smart. Like, something stupid like that. That's what Broly is, and I hate Broly. I cannot stand anything to do with Broly. Like, it's like, it's cool, but, like, it just feels like a 13-year-old's OC self-insert.
Gotcha.
Like, that's what Broly feels like.
I was going to say, any Sonic fan out there will be able to relate heavily with that.
Yes.
The Sonic fan will be like, this is my original character.
Please no steal.
What?
Please no steal.
What?
My original character. Please no steal.
Oh.
It's my original character.
I don't know. Honestly, I think that the strongest character from Dragon Ball, though, is probably Shaggy. If I had to guess.
Oh my fucking god!
Yeah, absolutely just overpowered.
I mean, if we're bringing Shaggy into this, Shaggy's gonna win.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
like,
Shaggy's
they might make him
broken.
use 10% of his power.
Yeah, he's just straight broken. Yeah.
Was that like an actual bit where Shaggy like kicked people's ass?
There was this one scene. Yeah, hold up, and I know we won't be able to have audio or anything, but there was this one scene where he just like takes out like an entire biker gang.
Like, was it in his head, or like...
No, he straight did it.
What is it from?
Hold up.
Like,
And we won't be able to have audio, of course, but you can
yeah,
at least
like,
watch
I've
it.
seen this.
You've
I've seen this, and then someone edits it, and like, that was 10% of my power. What is this from?
It's from one of the episodes.
There's 80 different kinds of Scooby-Doo.
There are, yeah.
Which one? What's it from?
It's from the animated. I don't know. What do you want from me? Legend of the Phantosaur.
Okay, that's a movie. Okay,
Yeah,
okay. That explains a lot.
Okay.
All right.
But look at what he does. He just whoops dudes.
I know he does, because Shaggy's fucking cool.
Yeah, he straight is. Like, look at this dude with the mustache and everything. It's like, his just look like a little Shaggy. But then Shaggy just murders all of them. Look at this. Look at this, straight. Oh, he just snapped his arm off. This is an edited one.
Yeah, people edited it and made it like
Mortal Kombat
and shit. Yeah, like, it's great.
It's pretty great. He's too powerful, though.
No. Like, I don't...
Dude, you did not just say Shaggy's the Scooby-Doo and that stupid overpowered means he's a fan. Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say, that is true. Like, I don't know what the probability is, but, like, theoretically, Shaggy and Goku could both be Thanos snapped.
It would be a 50-50 chance, right? Sorry, his friend sent me shit.
Well, no. Like, he snapped, like, a certain number of people out, right?
Yeah.
Like an actual solid figure, not like a percentage, right? Or did he actually snap
he snapped 50%.
Really?
Yes, that's his whole deal, is half the population.
No.
It was random.
No, that would be dumb, and I would...
No, that was the whole point of the movie! Like, that's
that would be dumb.
He's literally... No, it's not! His whole deal was like, there's limited resources.
Yeah.
So there needs to be a culling of half the population.
Why half?
Because then there'd be plenty of resources to go around.
Yeah, but
here's the thing, it's a random assignment of half the population. It's completely random.
How many?
It would be approximately 4 billion. But he did that on like a universe-wide level. So it was half of the universe's population, like of each species. Everything got Thanos snapped.
Dude, he kills half of the world's population at random.
No one knows is gonna die. Exactly. It's literally just
why
sorted.
Half? I mean, that does decrease the surplus population, but at the same time, you feel like there would be a more, like, actual calculation behind, like, this is the number that would
best benefit each planet.
Yeah, well, that would best, like, equal the sustainability versus population. So, like, I'm going to decrease Earth's population by, like, this many million or, like, this many billion.
Nanosnap is 1% of Shaggy's power. For real, dude.
Yeah.
For real.
Yeah, more or less. But,
I
feel like that would probably be more productive than, like, an arbitrary figure like 50%, which is going to fluctuate depending. You know what I mean?
But that essentially leaves double the resources for every person that remains.
Yeah, except...
So he's doubling... Here's the thing.
Unless he's killed off all the farmers, in which case everybody's going to straight die or have to adjust to all being farmers.
So basically, as part of the part of that culling, those who are fit to survive will...
Okay.
And thus build a stronger, better society. That is the idea. It's not the best idea in my opinion, because he could have literally just doubled the resources and accomplished the same thing.
Yeah,
but villain. Like, yeah, okay.
Well, it's probably easier to destroy matter than it is to create matter, right?
Well, he wouldn't be creating matter, he'd just be changing it.
Whoa, hold up. Where is he getting the Cheetos from? Where is he getting twice as many Cheetos from? If not creating them?
I mean, well...
It's like legit,
one of the
like
Infinity Stones... You're saying this shit, but the Infinity Stones are legit like space-time and matter and all that shit. Like...
What, so you're telling me that in a
An Infinity Stone is the reason everything exists.
Okay.
The Infinity Stones are the reason everything exists. Have you even watched the
Have you
Marvel
ever seen a
movies?
Cheeto come out of the Infinity Stones? I don't think so.
It could!
The only thing that the Infinity Stones have done is cause destruction.
No, they brought life into the world. That's the whole freaking Genesis story.
I don't know.
Oh my fucking god. You haven't even watched these movies. Do not lecture me on how it fucking works.
I don't know, like,
No.
Alright, Loki.
No.
Loki.
Stop.
Loki.
No.
Loki. Have you seen the new Loki?
Have
you
seen Loki? I want to.
Okay, well, I'm not going to spoil anything.
Have you been watching Loki?
I have not, but I don't want to spoil anything.
Donovan, I've had too long of a day for this bullshit. Right. I'm about to hit you with my bubba.
But Loki
you
basically
need to stop.
Loki basically destroys all of your preconceptions about the whole like setup of everything. So, dude, no beer knows his shit. Clearly knows more than you. You can't argue his reasoning or facts. Well, that's what you would want me to think. Or that's what I should probably do. But here's the thing. My natural tendency...
life is only to... Like, my only purpose in life is to suffer, which is why he's my friend.
Yeah, my natural tendency is to be contrarian where possible.
He doesn't know... Like, that's the thing. He always gets so close to where I'm like, dude, I'm gonna hit you with a thermos. Like, it's gonna hurt. I can't.
Oh, goodness.
But I'm telling you right now, like, I can only deal with so much contrarianness tonight. Work, like, had me actually angry.
Oh, yeah.
Like, today. Like, work pissed me off so much.
Yeah, dude, I sure had a headache after work today, but, like, once I got on stream, it was like, now I can just relax a bit. Talk amongst friends.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Work, you do that.
Yeah, no, work ticked me off real hard today.
I will do it. I will do it.
I can't get into it because I might have coworkers that pop in and watch our VODs.
Oh, no problem, man. Yeah,
I can't.
Understandable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Understandable.
But, you know, I have to keep my job.
True.
Need that
As
money.
we all do. But
yeah, no, it got me thinking, like, I need to take a vacation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like, it like, you know that moment where you hit it and you're like, I need a vacation. Like,
yeah.
Really bad. Like, not even, like, a whole week. Like, I just need, like, 2 days.
Yeah, just a couple days to get caught up.
Yeah, just to, like...
I've been honestly thinking about it myself at some point, but...
Yeah, I think...
I won't be able to do that until we get more people working in there.
Dude, you stopped for a minute, then went, but we know you don't... shit, stop pretending like you do, because I swear I'm gonna call Shaggy. He's the direction in time.
Yeah.
Bruh.
Yes, yeah, that comment over here.
Okay.
It fits perfect, yeah.
Okay. But I do want to talk about this.
Oh, no.
this morning. The message I sent you.
Uh-oh.
Bruh. I have been working.
I
have been working for months.
Yeah.
We have a mutual friend who borrowed a copy of Skyrim VR, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, and he ended up, finishing with the game,
He actually finished it.
He
finished.
Was done,
Gotcha.
and he sold his PS4, I think, ultimately.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
But he was done, but we were trying to, he hadn't had a chance to meet up with him in a long time.
Like
but I work with
2.5
him.
years.
Yeah, but I work with him.
Yeah.
So I've been hounding him for the last few months. Like, where's Skyrim? Where's Skyrim? I want it back for Donovan here. And he's like, dude, and every time he's like, dude, I fucking forgot.
Yeah.
He finally gives it to me yesterday.
Yeah.
This morning, I look over and I see Skyrim VR. I'm like, oh, did I take that out? I didn't think I took that out of my backpack last night, but I got home a little later than usual. I was tired. Maybe I just did, and he saw it. I go back, and sure enough, in my backpack.
Yeah. So, yeah, I did get the old copy back, but I had already bought the used one on Amazon for like $12. And now I have
Which must have been a pretty recent purchase because I have not seen this.
I was gonna say, I literally just ordered it like this past weekend.
Motherfucker.
Yeah, because I was like, you know what? I want to do some Skyrim VR. Like, I want to get back into Skyrim. You know?
I legit finally got him to bring his
my copy back.
And then and I look at the damn counter, and there it is, another copy, and so now we have two.
Yeah, more or less. You know what?
I guess if one breaks,
if one breaks, then we're good because
son of a bitch.
Yeah, that was.
I should have known.
Was a little unfortunate.
Like then when I saw that this morning, I'm like, oh, that's how today's gonna be.
I'd like legit just given up on getting that copy back.
I was about to give up. Give up.
Muppets. No, I call it Shag. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, we're both goofs.
Well, I told him I was getting it for him. I even told him, I'm like, dude, I'm working on it.
Yeah, but it was like legit months, and I was like, this I could get this used one for like $12.
I wish you would have just said something because I would have been like, yo, dude, like, I would have.
It's okay. I didn't even know that you were still like hanging around him and stuff. So I was like,
we work together.
But yeah, that doesn't mean that you necessarily talk.
Yeah.
Like, do you know how many people I work with that I don't want to talk to?
Do you know how many? Yeah, same thing. But he's one of the few people I'll actually say something to.
Gotcha.
I mean, I say things to pretty much everyone. I try to say hey, but.
Well, yeah. Yeah, more or less. I say hey when people say hey back. Or say hey to me.
Secretly has been playing it because he secretly bought the used one for $12.
No, I actually haven't played it yet. Like, I need to at least test out the used copy that I got. But
watch neither of them work.
Neither of them work anymore. It's like, oh no.
But
yeah, I was gonna say it's about 11 o'clock.
I was gonna say,
call it here pretty soon.
I think
bright and early in the morning.
Yes,
I need to sleep.
Same. I actually don't have work.
Neither of them. Yeah, it's just the cases. They at least have the discs, so that's a plus. But yeah, what do you call them? But no, I was talking. I might end up doing like a even if it's just like YouTube exclusive, just like a little mini series.
Oh, cool.
Of that, just I don't know, just for the fun of it, more or less. Because the thing is, it would be tricky to pull off that on a stream.
Yeah.
Just because like. I'd like to be able to monitor chat and stuff like that, but I just don't have the utility to do that.
You don't have space. No, we have externals.
Yeah.
So you have externals for this.
Fortunately. But, what do you call it? But yeah. I don't think, the streaming it would be a bit more difficult, just trying to keep up with chat and everything.
Yeah.
But I think as like a mini series for just the YouTube.
Yeah.
I feel like that would probably work fine. Even if it's a thing of just like, well, this is a nice, like, hour-long episode and just leave it as a one-shot.
There you go.
Just kind of mess around, more or less.
Yeah, fuck. Turns out the disc has scratches on it. Yeah, dude, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm afraid of, more or less, is like, oh.
It doesn't work.
Yeah. Try cleaning your disc. It's like, I can't really clean the disc anymore. It's already clean. It's just scratched. I literally can't recreate the thing without the Infinity Stones or whatever.
It's undownloadable. Yeah. But
honestly, I've been going digital with a lot of my stuff lately.
Same. It's worth it. It's worth it. You don't have to get up. You just click a button and it's like, oh fuck, there the game's starting. Sweet. Mm-hmm. Like I love that.
I mean, it does stink that it doesn't have any like physical value. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it does kind of stink in that regard, but like, what's the likelihood of us actually selling off any of the stuff?
Exactly.
Like I doubt. Also,
here's the thing, though. Like, but what really held digital games back for the longest time was sales. Steam always had sales. That was the thing. Like, why would I go and buy? Like, I remember when the stores were a thing. Like, there would be a sale once in a while, like a big sale, more traditional, like a retail store would have. Yeah, like a retail store. But now there's sales like every weekend or whatever.
Yeah.
You need that for a digital store because why am I going to pay $60 for Final Fantasy 15 or whatever when I can go to GameStop or Amazon and buy it for like $10?
Exactly, yeah.
Why would I oh, it's digital. Yeah, that's worth $50 more. It just doesn't make sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sometimes it just straight doesn't. Yeah. But
hoping I'm gonna have to make an edit to Saturday. Saturday morning Rage Fest with Foot Mitchell. Is going to have to probably be a Saturday evening Rage Fest.
Really?
I have a new work schedule on the weekends, which allows me to actually get home earlier.
Gotcha.
Not too much earlier, but earlier, which is great.
Bro, I mean, you want to scratch discs? Yeah, the fixed scratch disc.
Yeah,
I was going to say, those life hacks. Dude, I'm surprised that there isn't like a dumb life hack that's just like take liquefied plastic and rub it over the face of the disc. It will fill any cracks and restore the disc.
There is a disc filler. There is a thing that does that.
I don't trust it.
It doesn't always work, no.
No, that's the demons. It's the demon filler, that's what they call it.
But I'm hoping to actually get to somewhat of a back to the Coop schedule.
Huh.
At least Mondays, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Something. I want to do at least one stream solo.
Yeah, that'd be
I don't
great.
know right now. Just things are kind of wonk in my life.
Mm-hmm.
They've been wonk. Who am I kidding? For the last like 7 months.
Well, it's getting better, I think. And
yeah, it is. The camera does keep autofocusing. I don't know if you've seen that.
It's because I don't have the lighting. I forgot to turn one of the lights on.
Ah, shit.
Yeah, we're not properly lit.
Okay.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
This is a nice low light setting stream. Nice and chill, as opposed to the usual.
Like, but no, I'm hoping to get back into SpongeBob. Really excited to play that. That was so much fun.
Oh yeah, man! I want to see more of that.
Just life. I've been dealing with a lot of personal stuff lately, and it's just been like. Not that streaming wouldn't be fun, but like
priorities.
I have I have to handle these other things, and honestly, by the time I'm done handling them, I'm just like exhausted.
Mm-hmm.
Like I've been going like fucking like getting like. I mean, I'm sure you've noticed like I've been sleeping like more because I'm just tired. Like I've been going a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, bro, is
Google. This microphone and saying luminous. And after that search, it's happened. Same thing as. Press the microphone. I don't know.
I mean, you can do it, but
I was just curious, like what?
Is it gonna make like a light knocking sound, like a?
Oh really?
I wonder because luminous is light.
Let's say it knocks.
Yeah.
Luminous.
Is it
knocks? Yeah, there is a Luminous USA.
I think you specifically have to speak it.
Really? Okay, so
go to Google.
Go to Google.
You have to tap the mic.
Luminous. It said luminous. Is that correct? Let me try it again. Luminous. It's defaulting to luminous every time. Well, maybe let's just do luminous. Okay, luminous.
And now tap the microphone. Tap the mic again. Knox. Oh, voice search has been disabled. Garbage. Well. Oh well.
It was worth a shot. Knox. Defaulted to locks. I don't know, dude. Like, I tried.
Speech to text.
Oh. Yeah, speech to text is not ideal.
Alright. I think maybe on this note, it does work because I just did it. Oh, it's weird.
Alright, yeah, I'll have to mess around with it again. Like,
But we do actually.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Need to wind down.
Yeah, it's about time to call it a night.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well, I'm glad I could pop in here for a little bit.
Oh, cool. When we said that, Business Time, song by Flight of Conchords,
dude.
came up for for searching. Yeah. It's about time to call it a night.
Oh, Snapchat stories.
No, Snapchat. But, yeah, I'm gonna call it a night, man.
You can use cat.
Oh,
I was gonna say, yeah, you can give it a try. My phone... my phone
I can
work.
try it.
It defaulted to luminous and locks when I did the voice to chat.
No beard man, why don't you fry it?
Yeah, you can try it.
Try it, whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was gonna say, if you've seen fry out of try, I think it means that we're too tired to keep going.
No, it just means my prescription's old.
Oh, that too.
Alright. Hold up.
What you got?
Alright, so I need to... Luminous.
Here's the definition of
Knox. It just tried to do it. It's a knocking sound.
Is it?
I don't know if you caught it.
Luminous not. Huh.
Luminos.
Here's the definition of luminous.
Knox. It's being weird, but yeah, I heard it. I heard it. It did a slight like tapping. That was cool.
Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm guessing that's what it's supposed to do. I heard a tapping. Now I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's a bit of an odd one. I mean, pretty cool if it works that way. But yeah, I am half asleep. It is time to call it a night.
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for everybody jumping on. Oh, well, worth it. Yeah. I was gonna say worth a try, right? But yeah, thanks for everybody hopping on. Yeah, and definitely looking forward to the stream Friday. Back to some more Dark Souls, so that'll be nice and fun.
Oh, dude, we just beat Dancer.
Just beat Dancer. Yeah, that was, dude, straight. Maybe not. Yeah, I don't know.
Who knows?
But dude, like legit, I was so angry at Dancer.
No, like, we were both done. We basically beat Dancer and then went, all right, bye.
Yeah. Like no joke. Like I was so done. I like legit just went into the Dancer fight with Iron Flesh and just button smashed. Like I just button smashed Dancer to death, dude. I was so mad. Like legit, there was no strategy to it. It was just smash. Like smash to win, man. Like, I was so mad. But the next part's fun because we have a bunch of Lothric Knights to deal with, and that's fun. Not to mention another swamp level.
All right, yeah.
Swamp level number 3.
On that note.
Yeah, on that note. All right, it has been fun all. We shall see you all next time. Yep, Bazo. Yep, see you all Friday.